Good morning, guys. Welcome to the stream. Hope everyone had a good weekend. Oh, bright and early, back on the charts. Let's get set up here. Price is looking really good, by the way. Good morning, John. How are you doing, mate? Good morning. Good morning, Hugan. In Japanese. There we go. We're on. So my comedy news so started earlier. I love my favourite insurance policy music. Insurance policy. Cheeky forget. Good morning, guys. Welcome back to another relentless stream. I've got my latte in one hand and I've got my mouse in the other hand. You were going to think I was going to say something else. Yeah. So ready. Price is looking really good. The weekly close, lovely. Good morning, Mehdi. Good to see you, bud. Yeah, prices. We're going to go straight into a top down anyway because we might have a quick setup. It's a bit risky now because we've had such a big push, but it might be there by the time we do a top down. We will see. So I know I'm slightly earlier today. Normally I'm like after 8, but the kids are off school, aren't they? So I'd have to sort the kiddie winkles out, which is nice. So good morning, Jack. How are you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Yeah, so, right, let's go straight into a top down, guys, because we might have a quick trade. So, we know the monthly, very bullish, okay? But, remember what I said? I honestly don't think we can close above this wick, as in the body of the candle, without coming back down to tap this level. You've got no bottom wick and no top wick on these candles. So, whether this candle comes back down, or whether this closes bullish like this, and then the new candle comes back down, I just honestly think we can close above that level without coming to tap down that first. Now ideally, obviously, we want a bearish close like that, don't we, so we can start coming back down, okay? Because when we hit all-time highs, we have less data to go off. That means we have less probability, higher probability trades. Therefore, every trade is a lot more riskier, okay? I'll just turn my volume up a tad. So, we are bullish, however, this monthly can flip. It can flip still. Now, the weekly has done exactly what we wanted it to do. Remember I said last week, if we can get a weekly close back below this level, we've now got the liquidity to actually get past this. Okay? Now, here's the thing. Yes, I said it can get past this, and the next range to come down to is sort of these levels. This is your next resistance. We're quite clean traffic from here all the way down to here, really. So that's nice. However, what could happen this week is we could get a steeper top wick to tap the previous support at 2392. Okay, and then it flips to the downside. That's what could happen. Okay. We haven't had that. We have had a top wick. It could also drive for me, right? Because there is enough liquidity now because this broke a high. So there's enough liquidity definitely to get past this. Okay? So we could just come straight down this week if we're going to do that. But you've got to understand that you haven't tapped previous support as it's closed back in. So it means it can still come back up to tap previous support. It doesn't mean it's going to do it. But you've just got to be aware that if price does start pushing bullish, there's another reason to come back up just to tap previous support, and that is it. Yeah. Now, if this weekly can just flip and drive down, fantastic. So we are bearish on the weekly now, which is great. Now, the daily, what I looked at last night when I was lying in bed, chilling with a cup of tea, is the daily. I closed bearish, and can you remember us saying on Thursday, was it? This daily was hovering. The next range for the daily for me was here. And sometimes you can even come down to this level here where this wick's come to. Okay? And we didn't actually come back down, we actually got a bullish close. So, with us getting a bullish close, what did that mean then? Well, the bullish closed. we closed bullish, but we didn't actually close back into the range. So people would have been getting nest plays on. Then the new daily actually popped up, broke the highs, and closed respecting this level. So there's another level here. Now this is a bit, this can catch it out, this, right? This can catch it out. We know the weekly, well, it doesn't need a steeper top wick. Good morning, Nella. Doesn't need a steeper top wick, but we know it can come and do it, steeper top wick. Okay. Now what could happen here is what happened here on this daily, where this daily didn't close back into the range, but then the next one fucked it off and closed bullish anyway. Okay, we could get the same with this, or we could just start coming back down. Now, what would be better is if we waited today for a bearish close. Obviously we're not going to wait, but we wait for a bearish close. If this candle can close bearish, doji, anything bearish, then that would confirm that we are respecting this level. But at the minute, this daily can flip at any point to come up. Okay, because we are bullish, and the weekly could come and do a steeper top wick because the previous dailies are bullish. So we've got to be careful taking sells at the moment. Okay. Now, if it is closing respecting, and we are going to close bullish, bearish on this, we could also get something like this. Okay. Now this is an uptrend, remember, and we're coming back down. So I don't know whether we're then going to shoot back up. If anything, we're probably just going to come back down. Right. So we do have to be careful still. It's not so straightforward as you like. Right, so then we had, what did we have? We had a forward bullish, respected, bearish, bearish, bearish. We tested, and then we flew down. Now, if we can get something like this, if we can close in and around these levels, this is the next forward. We filled the range on the forward, right? So we've got to look at all the times we came back through this range, back down. So we're looking at this here. We're looking at this. And we're looking at this. So one, is that all we've got? Yes. So 1, 2, 3 times prices came down from them levels. So then we've got to look at, okay, what has price done after it's closed respecting, and then we'll go through the scenario of what has price done after it's closed below. Yeah, and we can get a plan together. So when the 4 closes respecting, the 4 comes back up every time it comes back up. So if you notice that when the 4 closes respecting 2, 3, 4, 3, you then get a bullish forward close. See this forward here? See this forward here? And even this forward here. So what does that mean? Well, that means technically, if this 4 does close respecting, we then, the probability of us then getting something either like that or back up is pretty high, because every time we've closed respecting this level, that's what we've done, right? And then we can work out, okay, well, if the next 4 closes small bullish like that, then we're looking more like this one. What's the next 4 going to do? Next 4 top wick, so we'll just sell, we'll take sells below. Yeah, okay, that's how we sort of get our plans together. Now this is the issue though. This is the issue we've got. We filled the range, right? This is what I'm saying today. It's looking really nice for the week, really nice. Today though, we could just close like this and then wait another 4 hours, bottom wick, close small bullish, which will take us into New York, and then we've got to wait for price to maybe break the low below, and then we can take sells. So that means we're not looking until New York for setups. That's what that means, looking at the 4 hour. However, we only have to 10 pips, aren't we? So I'm sure we can catch something. But at the moment on the 4, It's not looking good because we filled this range already. Yeah. 3 is exactly the same. 3 close back up. We can maybe take wing back sells from 2349 to. Such a shame we've missed this move down. The 2's actually broke out. Let me see what happens when you get a 2 close below. Bear in mind, this is an uptrend. So if we get a 2 close below this level, what happens to price? So 2, fake out back in. So I would need a top wick. 2, fake out back in. Okay, that's not really for me. What's the 1? So the 1's the same. The 1 in. The 1's broke out now. Let me see what happens when you get a 1 hour close below. 1, fake out back in. Could we take a wing back buy back up to these levels at 2349? One top wick. 1 broke out, top wick. Let me just mark this up because we could potentially take this. 1, then you come straight through, that's not good. 1, back in. Yeah, every time really, I mean, I say every time, you've got to break to the low here and you draw further down, but the majority of the time, you fly back up from this level. One close below, top wick, top wick. 1 close below, back up, top wick. We could potentially take this top wick. The only issue with this wing back sell, the only issue is a lot of the time it does. When you get a break below, you do come back, but it can take a couple of hours to come back up, right? What time was this as well? Let's get my. Okay, so that wasn't too late, I suppose. So you can come back up for a wing back sell. So it's happened 1, 2, 3. This would have to be your risk free. And you would grab this and this. And what I'm looking at here, if you wonder why this is because even if you drive up, you still would have tapped it on this candle and then came straight back down. Yeah. So 3 times really you come up to that level and then reject. However, you can also drive through it like that. Now I'm not sure what that was because that was quite late at night. That was 11 o'clock. So what is that? What would stops be if we were above that? That'd be 250 pips. That wouldn't be very nice. Where would stops have to be for me? 60. Yeah, stops. You've got another time where you come straight through. We've had such a bearish move as well. That 1 hour is a big pushing candle. Because remember, the daily can still flip, right? Yes, it's close respecting, but these ones close respecting and still just didn't respect it. So you've just got to be careful. But we know the weekly can do a steep top wick. Now the safest thing to do, really, is sell stop underneath the weekly to come back down to fill the range. But I would really like to see, tomorrow will be a lot better if you can get a bearish close on this. It'll be fairly straightforward. If we had a doji candle here on the daily, then yeah, we'd be selling down now as we speak, right? But I'm just a bit cautious with this daily. just wondering if we could sell up. Could we sell up? Let's sell up. I mean buy up. It's Tuesday, guys. I keep thinking it's Monday. Had a nice long weekend. It's been lovely. It's lashing down today as well. Yesterday was fantastic. It was sunbathing all day yesterday. Okay, price tends to come down to these levels at 2338. So maybe if we can pop down, because we've had such a pushing candle now. Are the hours closed? I don't know whether I like that, because it means now that the reach of the next hour could flip and push through. You've got no top wick on this 1 hour, so these are the reason to come back up. The 2's got a top wick, the 3 hasn't got a top wick, again another reason to come back up. But here's the thing, if you come back up now and we get in for a wing back sell from 2349, if you look at the 3, it's actually got room to pull back, activate with first sell and flip, and it's even got enough room to close like that. And if it closes like that, you're probably not coming back down to our entry to get out. So I don't know whether I'm liking that either, guys. Now if we can get maybe an hour close back into the range, and then the new candle comes back down, we can potentially buy up, but I'd need to break the lows. So I'd need, let's say the hour closes like this, and the new hour comes down, breaks the lows and gets rid of this bottom wick. We can potentially get buy stops on the other side to come up to fill this range. That'd be take partial move to break even, but that would probably confirm that you're coming up for this wing back area, so you could target that. And it's not a bad range really. It's nearly 60 pips. Other than that, I don't think I've got anything going on, guys. We've already filled this was the move really this morning. This 4, that 4 closed below, and then when you got a top wick. But you probably wouldn't have caught, you might have caught this hour here. Do you know what? I would have been in on that hour there. That would have been lovely. You had your breakout, you had your top wick, sell stop underneath, you would have had some drawdown, but that would have went in line with the daily. Wouldn't have had a bottom wick then. So you would be thinking, well, the daily's going to have to come and give me a bottom wick before driving up anyway. So that'd be advantage point. So yeah, that would have been our trade this morning. But we filled the range on the 4. It's really what we should do is just wait for the 4 to close. Now let's have a look. We actually didn't do it, did we? Let's have a look if the 4 closes below this level. So we're looking at this. We get a pull back, tap previous support, and then we flip and drive. So that looks nice. We can't look at this yet. We need to have a look at this one. Close below. Actually the 4 can shoot all the way down to 2333. Top wick, tap previous support, and then flips and drives. Close below, pulls back, taps previous support, but also the wing back area, then flips and comes back down. That might be news. No, was it? Maybe. What else? That's all we've got. So every time you close below, you then come and fill this next range. No, you don't. This one didn't do it. I don't think we're going to move much now, guys, really. I think 9 o'clock. How can we get in here? What can we do? Could we take an aggressive wing back sell from this level? do we need to do something like this? Tap. Could we take this? Potentially. Potentially, let's see what that looks like. We've got an hour close below. Come back up, we do tap. Okay. So we do tap it here, and then we pull back. That would have been, how many pips is that? 23, that's not bad. If the hour closes respecting or above it, we'll look to get out. Risk free maybe, we could bring that in. We tap it again here. I don't like this. What is this? You just got 1 hour candle. That must have been some news, that. Look at that. No bottom wick, just flew. Might have to disregard that. So we could potentially look at this here, this wingback sell from 2, 3, 4, 6. Because I think the 4 is going to close down there and thereabouts. Right, so if the 4 is going to close down there, we're not going to move much. So are we going to pull back that much? We probably won't do that pull back up to this wingback area until we close. However, we might still come and tap this level off the hour, 2, 3, 4, 6. So could we take this? Because even when you want to drive up, you still tap it and pull back down. So tap. So if you look at this one broke out. Then we closed back in, we tapped it, and then we pulled back down. So if this 1 hour can come up and tap our wingback area, we could potentially take that back down before driving up. But we'd just be, this is a risky trade though. But we would just be aggressive with stops, so we'd move stops after the 15 or the 5. You've got no bottom wick on this as well. It's got no bottom wick, so there is another reason to come back down. And even if you got something like this where these had no bottom wicks, the hour then closed bullish, you're still going to come back down and mess about. So our cut off for this could be that if the hour closes above this level, we look to get out at break even. That's what we could potentially look at. So if that's the case, got no bottom wick still. We've got to come straight up though without coming back down, if that makes sense, because if we come back down it means we could have more liquidity. No bottom wick. Yeah, we'll do that, guys. I think I'm after this. If this 15 can come up, that'd be perfect. So stand by for a wingback sell. Wingback sells. Now, let's have a look what the 15s are like though. What is that? That's 25 bit. We broke the high now. Can we get a pop up? We don't like this, guys. Take it. Don't take it. Okay. So stops. Here's the thing with stops. So stops are difficult, guys, because they're going to be big. You're going to have to come. Oh, I say big. Just above the high would have to do really, because you'd be getting out anyway at break even, or just getting out if the hour closes above. Really, you'd just be getting out. So stops could just be the high. You could even probably just go above there. That would be my stops above 2, 3, 5, 6. Yeah, 100 pips. Now, if this 15 can come up and do it, that'd be perfect, because you've got no bottom wick and no bottom wick. But what we really don't want though is the 4 to pull back. We really don't want the 4 to pull back. We need the 4 to close in and around these levels. So we need something like this, or if we can get activated, something like this would be lovely. Because then this would just be a little pullback on the 4 to then push. Because remember, price doesn't just open up and move down, it's constantly moving up and down. So this 4 doesn't just go like that, it's constantly moving up and down like that. I could do that, I could just mess about. So if we can catch one of these pullbacks to then get this push back down, then perfect. But also we've got to understand that yes, the 4's broke out, but technically it could still pull back. I mean, could it pull back? Everything's broke the lows really. It's likely going to be closing down here, I would think. Yeah, there's nowhere else for it to close. So yeah, I'll be interested in that. So that's what we've got going on, guys. Everyone happy? Let's have a look at these. So the 15 taps here, pulls back, taps. 15 taps, pulls back, taps. Try and disregard this one because this is for this one. Okay. Below, up. This one we don't actually tap, right? You actually pull back. What is that? 16 pips. Come back up for a second entry. Um, 15. This one didn't quite tap it. So does that mean we might miss it? Do we need to come a bit closer? Tap. Broke below, came back up, tap, back down. Up, tap, back down. Okay. Up, tap, back down. Broke below, came back up, tapped it, back down. Okay, yeah, we could probably do that. And I ideally like to tap it on either this 15 or the next 15. The 15s can actually close up there as well, so that doesn't really make much of a difference. It's a riskier trade though, guys, so just be aware, right? Every trade's been riskier because of the data. We need to get back to them low levels, really. We're still doing alright on the stats. We're actually doing unreal on the stats, to be fair. So it'll be 2, 3, 4, 6.28. Stop loss would be 2, 3, 5, 6.74. Take partial multiplied with 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4.11, and target for me would be that 2, 3, 1. 5.56. Okay. We're on. Okay, the 15 is about to close. We've got a 5. So what might happen is we might get some 5 closes like this and think, oh, we've missed it, then 1 5 pops up. Okay. I will be going risk free. It's up to you whether you take partial as well, but this range, we need to get the risk off the table quick. This is 22 pips, so it's not too bad. But that's what I'm after, really. We really need this 1 hour to tap it though. This is the key, right? We need this 1 hour to come and tap it, because what I want is this 1 hour to come and tap it and then still have a chance to pull back and close next play, or pull back and get us out of the trade, because the next hour is still going to give us a bottom wick anyway. So the higher, if this 1 hour doesn't tap it and closes like that, it means the reaches the next 1 hour could give us that bottom wick, could even break the lows and then flip and drive further up. Whereas if this 1 hour comes and taps it, right, you're likely going to pull back with this 1 hour, or even if it doesn't, you're still going to get a bottom wick with this hour bottom wick, even if it flips. Okay, so we really want this 1 hour to come and tap us, but it might not. So we will see. We will see. And the 30 is the next one to close. So if we get a 30 break back in, back into the range, and then the new 30 bottom wick. I sort of don't want this 30 to come down to create a bottom wick for this though. We really want this 30 to open up with no bottom wick and push up, break the high, because then at that point you've got 2 more reasons to come back down. You'll have no bottom wick on this one, you'll have no bottom wick on this one. Even if you want to drive up, you're probably going to have to come and break the lows again before driving up. Okay, you'll have to come and create these bottom wicks for these candles before driving up. Let's see what happens with the next 30. In 1 minute 18. While we're waiting, let's go over our stats. So we've got 65 wins, 6 break-evens, 5 losses. We've only ever had 1 full loss, and that was in February, second last trade of the month. Everything's tracked on our logbook, and every trade taken has its own YouTube link where we took it. Nothing goes on here unless we took it on stream. Okay. I'm quite hard on myself with this, because we have took trades where I've said, guys, I will be getting in on this, but we just can't get in on stream, and it's played out and I haven't added it to it. Okay. So the stats for these are based off a 200k account, risking 2% per trade, so it stays within the rules of the prop firms. Okay, so you shouldn't be violating any rules on the props. And if you took every trade with us on stream, this is what you'd be looking at, pips and also money. We had 100% win rate in November and January. We're currently on 100% in May, but there's still time. So we're doing pretty good, really. This is where we had that full loss in February, so we're minus 2.5k. However, March completely made up for it, and also even January made up for it beforehand anyway. So we're absolutely flying on stream. Everything's tracked with a MyFX book, which I can actually get the link out to you now. So by all means, if you want the link, drop me a message. Okay. Keep an eye on that. Okay, 30's close. Can this 30 push up first? So everything's tracked on the MyFX book. See, we've had a nice steady growth all the way up, so it's looking really good. Months wise, January up 2.15%, down in February, like I mentioned, 1.5%, up 2.5%, round the break even mark in April, and May 2.4% up so far. Okay, so we're doing pretty good. This is what you call consistently profitable. Not make 20% 1 month then blow your account next. You might be profitable overall, but I can't trade like that. This is consistently profitable. That's what this is. Okay, here's the 30 now. We haven't got much of a bottom wick. What's the 15 done? Can this 15 break the highs? And if it does, where's this 15 going to go to? We might fly straight through to 2349. I will be taking a second entry at 2349. So the 15's closed back into the range. We're after something like this. I mean, this area here doesn't actually reach it. So we've just got to be mindful that if we get a 15 closed back in, we might mess about. This is what we didn't want. We didn't want this to come down for this bottom wick on this one. You've got two 15s with no bottom wicks. Yeah. Because if it takes that, if it breaks the lows again, it's now got liquidity to drive up. It's all on this hour really. I need this hour, this 1 hour to tap it. That's what I need. If this hour, if we don't get activated by this 1 hour, then we'll just delete, okay, and reassess. Have a look. You got no bottom wick there, no top wick there. Do we need to come and tap 2338 on the 1 hour? Could this hour flip and carry on? I think it probably could. So what does that mean then? That mean we could sell down. That's how this hour's going to close. This hour could actually still flip. You've got no bottom wick on it, but you haven't got much bottom wick on the next one. You've tapped previous support. So is this going to flip? I don't want to get a sell stop on because these could come back down to flip back up to the upside, because you technically had a 30-minute close back into the range. Technically. Come on, the 15, push up. Push up. We're just waiting, guys. I'll get some tunes on how while we wait. Anybody got any questions? Everyone have a good weekend? What did we all get up to? What did we all get up to? Oh, the 15 flipped back up. Okay. Worked all the way there, did you? Worked all the way through bank holiday. Got cougared over the weekend. Well, mate, come on. With you cutting about. They're not made of wood. You know, you're a good looking man, but didn't get eaten by said cougars. I escaped. Prevented a fight at work too. Well, how did you prevent the fight? What did you do? Did you get in and go, whoa, 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 let's talk about this? Oh. Can we pop up? Ooh, if we can get one 5-minute candle pop. Pretty much. gently calm the two blokes down. He's so wise, John. So wise. Can we get up? The fives are allowed to close above there as well. So if the 5 does close above, it's not an issue. Let's put the strength on. See what strength's looking like. Oop. Oh, I was going to get some tunes on, wasn't I? Welcome to the stream, guys. If you're new to the stream, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, jump into our Discord. We're a new channel, we are just trying to grow it. We've only been doing this channel really since November, not long at all. But Relentless as a company, we've been around for about 4 or 5 years maybe. We're probably the most transparent company you'll ever meet. We're all registered in the UK, all of our details on there. And reach out to our members and hear it from the horse's mouth, really. We've just created a prop firm as well because we were sick of dodgy prop firms not paying people out. So we've just created a prop firm now where you know, if you stay within the rules, that the rules are not just going to change every 5 minutes to catch you out, that you're going to get paid out. So if you want details on that, all the links are in the description. By all means, help yourself. So you can get a 10k funded account from $85, I believe. And like I say, if you go off these stats, you would have well passed it. You'd be funded now. That'd be nice. Rise above and leave each other alone. I tell you what though, I'm quite impressed with the nest. So it's not finished here yet, right? I just haven't got around to it because we've moved here, I've got loads to do still. But the heat holds the heat nicely. I still need me foliage on the wall with my LED XAUUSDs going on here. That'll be nice. I don't know whether to bring this picture down a bit so you can actually see the tiger. I need LEDs around the top. You've got to have LEDs. You're not a trader unless you get issued LEDs. Do you know what I mean? It's funny because I can't even spell it, LED. So I don't know how I order them. Get some more pictures on the walls and then we should be done. That's all I need really. I've got my Lego in, I've got my salt rock. Makes it all nice and cosy. Nice, man. Okay, has that come down for that 15 yet? Okay, we still haven't tapped this no bottom weight, which is good. And we haven't tapped this 15 either, so I really don't want these getting tapped before we get activated. Can we come back up? Can we get one nice little pop up? The 85k mate is, I believe it's, if you go to the website, relentlesshub.com, 10k is $85, I believe. I got LEDs, that's the first step to get profitable. It is, mate. It is. You've got to have LEDs, otherwise you cannot be profitable. I'm going to put that in a short. Guys, you've got to buy some LEDs, unless you can be profitable. And once you come in here, go to the trading firm. Um, 10k. Oh no, oh sorry, I got that wrong. Oh, that's one step. So there's one step and then there's two steps. $85 for a 10k, Medi. $85 for a 10k. That's a two-step phase. Okay, and they're similar to the rules. Similar to others, really. So knock yourself out, guys. It's all there for you. At least now you've got a prop firm where you know it's going to be trustworthy. Because trust me, right, it's awful when you make profits and you click that payout and they just come up with stupid excuses not to pay you. Especially when you've had a good payout, or you're waiting for a good payout and you're already spending the funds in your head, right? Or the times when I first got funded and I really needed the money, not just to spend but to actually like survive, yeah. And then it's just crushing when they just come up with stupid excuses not to pay out. Just does me head in. And that's why with Relentless we want to try and build everything in-house, because the industry is like the Wild West. There's so many snakes in the industry. You don't know what's real in the industry. So many fake people out there. Fake things, fake prop firms, a lot. So we want a safe haven for members, really. That's why we created Relentless. Okay, we're pushing back up here. It's good. We haven't created a bottom wick for this 15, which is nice. Nor this one. Can this 15 come and tap it? Might not. We might get a little doji. Or a little bullish one. And then can we pop up? Because remember though, our cut off for this is we need this 15. We need this 1 hour to tap it, really. Well, I want this hour to tap it, because I mean, as I say that, you get an hour close back in and the next hour taps it, so maybe we could go for the next hour same as here. I just don't like the reach is quite far, and the reach could go quite far even. Hour close above, this one already tapped it. I would prefer this hour to catch it. Like, to be honest guys, today's it's now on unless you wait for the photo close, but then you're gonna have to wait for the next photo close. Do you know what I mean? So today's probably a write-off, really. So if we can catch this is probably the only thing I'm looking at. But don't force it. This is the hardest thing about trading. You've had a long weekend, or if you're in the UK, you've had a long weekend, and you probably think, I need to trade, I haven't caught anything. But this is how Forex catches you. You come in and it's not ready, and you're taking trades, forcing it. Yeah, this is the only thing I can see at the minute, this wing back sell at the moment. Otherwise, we just wait for tomorrow, because if that daily closes bearish, fantastic, because it's straightforward. If this daily closes anywhere bearish, we know we're respecting this level. Therefore, that'll initiate the weekly flipping to the downside. All we're going to get is a top wick on the daily and then flip, and you're going to be pushing past these levels and probably these levels, because that's the weekly now confirming that it's flipped. Okay, so the importance of waiting. Don't take unnecessary trades. We could probably call it now, really, but I want to see if this can play out. If this doesn't get activated in this hour, I might wait another 30 minutes to see if we get activated in the first 30 minutes of the next hour, but if not, we'll probably call it, because there's no point. And if you watch my streams back, the amount of times I've said, it's probably no point, because you're going to have to wait another 4 hours, and price is done exactly the same. You would have waited 4 hours for a setup, potential setup. There's just no point. What is LEDs, please? My Google knows just LED lights. What is LED? LEDs is like It's like strips. You get a little remote with it, and you can. It's just strip lights. Well, it's not strip lights. It's like a string with little lights on, and it can go all the way around your room, or you can stick it behind your desk or behind your screens. I'll tell you what, Google it. It's like this here. Let me go on images. These, Nella. Come on. It's like this. So you can put LEDs around your telly or around the top of your roof or the floor. And you can put any colour you want, depending on what mood you're in. So if you're pissed off, you can go green, you know, or red maybe. But yeah, you're not a trader unless you've got LEDs. That's like the rule. Come on, can we get up here? Oh, there's 15. So the 15's closed bullish, which is nice. So can this 15 pop up? We might mess about here, because these have messed about. These have messed about. We've got 10. This is the last 15 of the hour, so I'd really like this one to do it. Here's these songs, man. I keep meaning to find a nice playlist, but I'm still in uni, but hopefully we'll be ready for funded by September. I've been learning for a year. Nice one, mate. That's good. And have you been keeping a logbook? Trust me. Trust me. When I say this, I don't just say this to try and relate to you, right? This is what happened with me. It took me ages to do a logbook because I thought I can't be asked. I'll remember. That's what I used to say. I'll remember. I know if I take a loss, I know why. Or if I take a win, I know why. But I still wasn't getting consistently profitable until the turning point for me was doing a logbook. But I know it's boring. I know it's a pain in the ass, especially if you take a trade out. I don't take a trade. When I leave here, that's me done. I don't take any trades. I might pop back in here and trade New York, which I do quite a lot of the time, to be fair. But I only trade in the nest. I won't go out and look at my phone and place trades. Very rare if I do that, really. It's got to be perfect. The only time I'll take trades out on my phone is if it's from the Dean indicator. That's it. Because I've built up a trust with that, I'll just take it on my phone. But other than that, I won't take my own. But having a logbook, do you know what a logbook's for mainly? It's for you. You don't show anyone, so you've got to put all your information on there. The logbook's not for you to track now. It's for you to have enough data to go back on and go, okay, I'm going to go over my last 6 months worth of data. And then you look back over your last 6 months worth of data and go, okay, let's study the losses. Why did I take the losses? And what you're trying to do is trying to find patterns. Why did you take that loss? So you look at all your losses and you go, okay, every loss, and this is what I found, right? Most of my loss, I used to trade GJ as well. And I would not have realised this if it wasn't for the logbook, being able to go back over that data. I wouldn't have realised it. Most of my losses were on GJ. So what did I do? Got rid of GJ. And my trading just went, yeah, got rid of GJ. Then I also realised that most of my losses in London session were either the second or third trade, because I used to take quite a few trades. Second or third trade. It was rare I lost my first trade. So what did I do? One trade a day. One trade in the morning. 2 and 3, your brain's like diluted. You can only make one clear, pure clear decision. Any decision after that, it gets diluted. Each decision gets diluted. Okay? So your second and third trade is not as clear as your first one. So I just stopped doing the second and third trade on London session. Yeah? I'll do second entries, sometimes third entries, but I won't take a different setup, if that makes sense. But I would not have realised that unless I had that logbook. And honestly, that is where I flip from the break-even stage, because the break-even stage is the hardest stage to push through. Really is. You're on it for ages, and you don't know when you're gonna flip into that profitability stage, right? But that is where I flip from the break-even stage to profitability, to profitable. Well, yeah, definitely get a logbook. You can get a logbook. We've got a free logbook in our Discord. Drop a message in the Discord. I don't know if you have to be a member. I think you do. You've got to be a member, I think, to get this. I think we do have a free one though. But definitely, guys, logbook is so important, man. Yeah, you mainly trade GG, yeah. Yeah, definitely get a logbook, Medi, trust me. It's not for now, remember. It's for 3, 4, 5, 6 months down the line where you can look back home and go, okay, let's study this now. Where am I going wrong? But remember, put everything on there. You've got to put everything on there. Put how you were feeling. You've got to try and work out where you went wrong and try and identify your faults on your losses. So really put, because we don't actually, when we're in a winning trade, right, and we're risk free, we relax. We don't even look really at the chart. We do, but we don't really take in about structuring how price moves. We're just like, when I'm winning a trade, when should I take some more partial? But have you noticed, when you're in a losing trade, you really take note. You learn far more from losses than you do winners. A lot more, right? But it's the losses we need in order to study to become profitable. So then how do we become profitable if we've got no losses to study? Right? I'm not saying you need to make loads of losses in order to get there, because if you're not making losses, that means you're there, if that makes sense. Right? But if you're not consistently profitable month on month, then we need to study our losses. How can we study our losses if we haven't got a logbook? Do you know what I mean? That's the only way you get profitable, really. No worries, mate. I don't know if this hour's going to tap, guys. So if this hour closes like this, does that mean we're going to come further? Does that mean we're going to come to this second entry? So do we wait for that? Let's have a look. So we broke below here. We broke below here. I tell you what we can do though, because if we look at this hour broke back in, we had a fake out, and the new hour opened up and tapped this first, and then flipped. Could we take the wing back by? Because we're now bullish on the one. I don't like this, so this is the only one where you just get stopped out with 1 hour. I don't know what this is. I don't know if this was news. You get an hour close, new hour opens up, pushes up, but you already tapped it here. This hour comes up and taps it. So if we get an hour close above and we don't tap it, could we tap on the next one? Potentially. But could we also drive on the next one? Do we need to break the low? I think we need to break the low. So this is what we'll do, is if this hour does close like this and doesn't come and create a bottom wick for this and opens up, pushes up, ideally doesn't have a bottom wick, then we can take it. If it comes down, creates a bottom wick, we might have to delete this and wait for 2, 3, 4, 9. I really wanted this one to tap it though. I mean, we are still bullish, I suppose. And this 15 flip, 4 minutes left. Probably not. We're going to be aggressive with these stops anyway, guys. What's happening here? So we didn't break this low. We still got 2 candles with no bottom wicks, which is nice. I think this didn't actually break this high. So this is telling us that this is not enough liquidity to break past this level, so therefore we're going to have to break this high in order now to break past this. So could that be the one? Guys, I'll be back in a second, we're just waiting here. If it does come to 2, 3, 4, 6 within this hour, take it. I'll be back in a second. At the hour close now. Good morning, Lee. How are you doing, mate? Good to see you on. Right, okay, so hours closed, guys. I am just a bit wary now because it means the new hour could, the reach of the next hour, I don't know, it could go pretty far. I mean, if you look at this one, close back in, you don't actually pull that far, but do we need to break the laws? Hour close, up, tap. Are we going to come past? If it pushes up without coming back down, yeah, we'd potentially take it. Because we haven't even brought the laws yet. It is more of a risky trade, this, guys, I will keep saying it. It means the next hour could, the reach of the next hour could go further. I'm hoping if we get something like this, where we just mess about. I really wanted that hour to tap it. I'm thinking, do we have to? If we come up like this though, without a steep bottom wick, yeah, I'll probably take it. 1530s close bullish. Have we actually broke the high? I don't think we actually broke the high, did we? No, we didn't break the high there. 15's closed. Bearish. Can this 15 come up? Okay, I like that 15. This is what you want really, bearish close, and then we come and break the highs. Can we pop up? Come on, get up there. We don't want it to come down at the minute. We don't want it to come and tap these levels. Gives us less of a chance. Gold's getting stronger, 36.5. USD is getting weaker, 36. Coming down. Come on, get up there. What's the fives looking? Ooh, come on. If we push past this wick, we might get a little pop. So stand by. We will be going risk free off a 5 though, guys. And if we get stopped at break even, it's probably me. I'll just wait till tomorrow. Like I said, tomorrow will be a far better day. We just need that bearish daily close. See, look at our price here. You might not push past these levels. There's like a 5 support round here. But we did get one more popped out, so could we get that? That's all what we're after, isn't it? All the way from Dubai, Lee, yeah? All the way from Dubai. Okay, we're at a 5 bullish close. Can this 5 pop? Which would be the 15. This 150, if this 115 taps are fantastic because you're technically bearish on the 15 and you haven't come down for that second. I do believe we're probably going to have to break these lows if we want to drive up. So if we can keep pushing, we've got more chance that eventually it's got to pull back. I need to find a better tunes. God, these are breaking me, like. Let me have a look. YouTube chill. Oh, it's flip. Don't be flipping. Okay, we've got some chilled music now. I hope it's not copyright. No copyright. Chilled game music, Twitch and YouTube streamers, electronic hip hop. Okay, that'll do. Might be a bit too chill. I might fall asleep here. Nearly there, guys. Can we get a pop? Oh, come on. Because if it pulls back and breaks these lows, it's now got more liquidity to actually drive past. This is what I'm saying. If we do break that, you've now got more liquidity to now drive straight past this area. So this won't be on anymore. If anything, this will be on, but I would probably need to wait for the forward to close then. So I'd probably call it a day, really, guys. Which is a bit shit. I know it's a first day back, but we can't force it. It's just not what we want to do. You think the people sat on the other side of the screen are very intelligent. They're constantly trying to catch us out. They're trying to take our money off us. They want us to force it. Yeah, they want us to force it. So by walking away, you're putting a big do one to them. Okay? Yeah, it's awful the taxing. I don't know if you're still on, Lee, but I just opened your message. It's awful the tax, mate, in this country now. Any plans for the summer? Do you know what? I was meant to be going to the Titanic resort in Turkey. Unreal. Looks unreal. We will go, but this year we're not because I've got a disabled daughter and respite's not set up. So, because we moved to this certain area, we've been waiting on respite and it's just not sorted yet. So we've currently got no one to watch it. Therefore, we can't go. But I'm going to Benidorm for an army reunion. Do you know what? And I really enjoy it. It's great. Ah, this is pushing down this, guys. What are you doing? You can't, even if you get a fake out on a 30 back in, you can't take it because the hour's still, you need an hour fake out. So you'd need a 1 hour close below, back below this to take sells back below, but I think you're going to have to come and break these highs before doing that. But no, I mean, I live on the beach, me, matey, so I can just, you know, it's like a beach day every day. If the sun's out, we just walk down the beach. Ah, we're pushing down here. This fire's pushing. Ah, guys, I was hoping this would come up and tap us. This is what we wanted to catch, this break of the lows. This probably won't be on for me now. Let's have a... It's been weird. Let's see what can happen. I don't like this now. And we are bullish. Could we take a wing back 5 and 2, 3, 3, 8? 15s has just trickled down. Blackpool, I was based at Blackpool. Do you know what, it was great. You could go out every night of the week in Blackpool. It was like a weekend. It's great. I'm struggling here, guys. It's we need. This was our advantage point this here. So let me pause this music now. So this was our advantage point. This no bottom wick double, another no bottom wick, and we need to break the lows to drive up. So if we kept coming up and up and up, eventually you would have got this drop through. And this was our advantage. It's now took away the advantage. We've now got a potential set with no advantage, so I don't really like it. And we know the 4. So I just want to show you the 4 because obviously, you know, I want to stay on the charts and catch you something, but I can't do it if it's not there. So this 4 now, right? If you look at previous day, you can close respecting, and then the new 4 close bullish, and then you come through. So it means this 4 closes in another hour. That is 10 o'clock, and then you're gonna have to, if this closed that respecting, you'd probably wait for another 4 hours to close bullish, and then you know you're coming through. So that'd be 2 o'clock coming through. You're gonna be waiting in New York for setups, really. So there's just no point. You might as well wait. Every time you close respecting, you come back up. You might as well wait. I am debating whether I need pushing candles to this to take wing back buys, but then we would have to confirm that the 4 is going to close respecting, because there is a time where the 4 closes below, pulls back, and then drives down. So we would need this 4 to tap it to then pull back. That would be a nice pushing candle on the 4, but you could also get this. But I suppose this one would still play out, wouldn't it? Could we take that? Well, yeah, the 4's just, we sort of missed the move for today, unfortunately. And then the daily hasn't set up right, because the daily, I mean, the daily's set up, it's close respecting, but we need to confirm that it is going to respect this. We confirm it's going to respect this, tomorrow will be straightforward. Could we take that wing back by? You've got no top wick on the 3. No, have we got top wick on the 4? We've got a top wick on the 4. On the 3, 2 no top wick. Do we need to come back? I'm debating whether to get a wing back buy on this, but it would be aggressive again. I would need probably, look at this. This is what we were trying to catch, guys. This. So we're either going to reject here, or I don't like the 15s. The 15s just trickle down. Well, 15 close out. No bottom wick on that 15. Okay. Oh, we're there. No bottom wick. No. 2 no bottom wicks. Can we come and tap this level? The hour's bullish. The hour is bullish. So this hour could flip to the upside at any point. But 30, everything's bullish. But that there is lovely, because you could sort of enter on a wing back now, really. What was that? Because you've got 2 candles with no bottom wick. So it means this 15's more likely to 15's more likely to flip, to come down. Suck me in here now. What are these 5s like? I don't like the 5. You don't get any pushing candles. I don't know whether I'm very happy with this, guys. It's just not sticking out for us. to see now. If we got a 30 close like this, and we got a top wick tapping 2343, potentially get a sell stop on to come and fill this range. That's if we don't fill the range. But this could just be breaking. This could just be breaking the low to come back up. So that's why I am looking at this wing back buy as well. But we've had such a pushing candle on the 4. You're thinking, okay, it's such a big candle on the 4. How far is this 4 gonna come? Because the 4 can technically come all the way through to 2328. That 15, it looks like it's gonna flip the 5. What's a 5 ton? We could have potentially took that as an area if the 5 closed above. Mini Vegas, yeah, it is a mini Vegas, like. This 15 looks like it's going to flip to drive down. I can't take that either, guys, because you've now brought back into the range on the 1, so at any point the 1 can flip to the upside. Any point. If anything's on, it's this wing back buy, but I'd need a pushing candle. So I'd need maybe like this 15. If this 15 can flip and drive and tap it alone, then yeah, I'd probably take it, because you've still got no bottom wick on this 15. So technically, what is the rule? What tends to happen is if you have no bottom wick, you tend to then close the opposite with the next candle. So therefore, this 15 has got a higher chance it's going to close bullish. So if we can maybe flip on this, pushed up, push through, could we get a doji? I don't know if we're going to get a doji because there's no support there. There's a little minor support here. Yeah, look. I'm going to watch price go. There's still two 5-minute candles. I'll be back in a second, guys. Okay, I'm back. So if this 15 is going to close bullish, what does that mean? It means now if we do get closes back above 2343, can we buy up? Can we buy up? See where this 15 closes. See how this 15 close. If we can get a closure back above, that would confirm the one I was going to flip to the upside. It's broke the lows now, so it's got liquidity to drive up. So we could potentially buy up. Pushing back over here. What is going on? What is going on? Top work 30, that means the 30 is going to close. We're in an area where it's making a decision. So this could be liquidity to drive up, or this could be the breakout to drive down. Now I don't think it is to drive down. The reason being, this didn't even break any low. Sorry, any high. This didn't break this high. So what? So I can't see it's driving down. I think we're going to have to break this high if we want to drive down. Otherwise, why didn't this one do it? Why didn't this one drive down? This one hasn't done anything different. So could we take this as a wing back buy? If we do, potentially. Or are we going to reject from these levels? Look at this here. There's another one here. Oh. Okay. Are we going to reject from here? This might be the move here, this. Max up purple. Look at that. Is it going to reject from there? Let's see what happens. Okay, the 5's flipping down. Got more levels here. You actually come back up and then back down to tap. What's going on? Through. Here's an area where I could reject from. Oh, pushing back up. Can we get a 15 close back above? Okay, a 15 close now. What does this mean? What does this mean? I don't know. Doesn't mean anything at the minute. It can do anything. It can come and tap this and then still drop through the floor, or we can reject back in. There's the 3 and the 30 closing. It's broke the lows. What are you going to do? Are we going to get a fake on the 30? Are we going to get this pop down? Pop down. With a wick? Is that what we're going to get? I'll give it to 10. See if we can catch something by then. Well, a 30 breakout, but this could just be liquidity for the hour to flip. So it means this new 30 could come back up, fake out. That means the hour would close respecting, and the next hour would just go bottom wick back up. You would have liquidity to drive up at that point. 30's flipped. What's this 15 doing? Oh, we could just be getting this. This is the thing. Look, 15 close bullish. New 15 comes up, taps 2, 3, 4, 3. Now if we do come down, break the lows, we haven't tapped previous support. Do we need to tap previous support before driving down? Potentially. I just don't like how we just drive straight through this area. Look at that. Have we already tapped it? Previous data. Going on, guys. We might mess about here. You can't do anything unless you close back up in, but it's all, what it is. I think the four looks like it's going to close round here, so you're just going to mess about till the 4 closes in 30 minutes. But then, if the 4 closes respecting, you're definitely done for the day. So I'll give it till 10, and if the 4 closes respect, then be done, because I'll have to wait for a new forward bullish close. That's technically what you're going to get before you're looking at anything, so there's just no point. However, if this 4 can come down and tap 2338 and then pull back close respect, then we could potentially take this 2338. But we are like trying to pull up trees at the minute, might not do it. I think this is maybe the move back in. I mean, if the 4 does close respecting, we could potentially buy up. I would prefer this wing back buy at that point. Hey, what are you doing? Yeah, weird. Push back up here on this. What are you doing? It looks like this. I did see this late. There's an area here where it's just tapped. Question. Of course, John. Anything for you, my mate. And upon passing FTMO challenge, do you get any kind of payout, or do you just get a refund for the challenge? You don't actually get your refund until you've made profit and you get a payout. So what happens is you will. It's now changed to 2 weeks. Let's turn this down. So if you pass your challenge, yeah, you've then got any profit whatsoever. It could be 50 quid, right? Any profit whatsoever. And then when you, after 2 weeks, you can click payout, withdraw. Once you click withdraw, they'll also refund you your challenge fee as well. No. Another 2 weeks. 2 weeks work. Unless they've changed it, because it is changed all the time, so you'll have to double check. Do you know, you want to ask for that Andy? Andy's very good with all the details with props. He knows them inside out. But what normally happens, it's 2 weeks. They've changed to 2 weeks now. You used to have to trade a month and be profitable. So what you would do is the first month you just put small lots on just to get profitable, and then you get your refund. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, so once you pass your challenge, fresh account they'll give you, a live account. Well, it won't, I don't know whether it'll be live, but you know. And then after 2 weeks, if you're profitable, you can click withdraw, and then you get your refund with your withdrawal. We're pushing back up now, guys. Look, is this the hour flipping? If you look at the hour now, is this the hour flipping? This is what we'll be cautious of. We do stream New York, but we don't do it on YouTube. It's just for members, maybe. It's I personally don't do it, but I am looking at adding it as well. But it would just be for members, unfortunately. So you'd need to become a member, mate. Break below. Are we going to pop? See, we can pop all the way up now to this second wing back sell, 2349. But then if you look at that on the 3, that means the 3 would be pulling all the way back, and is it going to flip bullish? So a bit risky, really. It all is. I don't know if we're going to get that high up though. This is what we were trying to catch. This we knew this was going to happen, but we were just trying to get it to there, and then it drops and come and breaks that low. Because even if you want to drive up, we did say you need to break this low even if you want to drive up. But now that we've done it and it hasn't took us with it, it means it can drive up now. So that's why we've cancelled this wing back. Why is that not? I'm not actually on this wing back now. We're going to keep it there just for but I don't think I'll be taking it. I should have done that first. Probably have to wait for this 30 to close and a 5 and the fucking. Because if you close back into these areas, what you're doing, you're only doing it for one reason, for the 4 to come back up and give a steep top wick. Not enough liquidity to drive down. So if we can get a 15 back into the area, right? If we get a 15, the issue you've got is not there, that's a 30. If we can get a 15 back into the area, that means we're gonna have to break this high. So could we not buy up? I'm just cautious because we are bearish off the 4, but I know the 1 hour. We've got one more 15 for this 1 hour. So is this 1 hour going to flip to the upside, or is it going to close respecting? So it is risky. But if you get a 15 close back in there, why are you doing that? It's only for one reason: to come and break these highs. This was a fake out to the downside. So could we buy up? But but then you've got to understand that the 30, you've had a break on the 30, so you'd need a 30 close ideally, but then that's the 4 respecting. So it's all a bit skew-whiff at the minute, guys. That's what I'm saying. New York would be better, I would think. I mean, it would be risky taking this. That's a lows, bro. Could we buy up? Ooh. Same setup for New York. No, New York I'd be looking more of if the 4 closes respect. I think we're going to get something like this: 4 close respect and then a new 4. You could potentially, yeah, look at this same setup for New York. But just be cautious because you've also got another one here where you close respect and the new 4 comes all the way straight through and back to 2372. The best thing to do today, you know what the best thing to do today is? Leave it, come back tomorrow, wait for that daily close. It's all about this daily. We need to confirm if we are respecting this level here. If we can confirm that the daily is respecting, the only way it's going to confirm is if this one closes doji bearish basically. Tomorrow will be easy because you know there's only one place to come and break these lows. Easy, done. So the best thing to do today really is just close your computer and go to the beach. Go to the beach. That'd be the best thing to do. And it's hard because you've just had a bank holiday, so you've had, you know, a long weekend of no trade, so you feel like you've got to get a trade, but this is what catches people out. It's a 15 close there, or 30. What is this 30 doing here? I get a wick fill here. Now we know the 15 can actually come and tap this and then reject. The next 15 can actually bomb through the floor because we've seen it. Where was it at? Here. Look at this. Oh shit, wrong one. We broke the low. We come back up. We tapped and then we drove. So this could happen. So everything at the minute is risky. We don't know what's going on. We've got to wait to see if it's going to come back into the range or whether you're going to drop and drive. I don't know if it's going to drive though because the last 4, it's the last 15 of the 4. Ah, guys. It would have been nice if we got that move down, but is this 15 going to drive through? Or is it going to bomb it down? And if it bombs it down, you're looking at something like this. That means the 4 would close right down here. And then we would need to wait for a top wick off the 4. And then you still don't move much. So it's not very nice at the minute. BRB. I want to see how this 4 closes. I'm going to see how this 4 closes, guys. Okay, that's what we're going to do. I'll make a decision once we see this 4 closes. I'm just going to 2024 close. I will be back in a second. I don't even know where I want this for to close. I want this for to close like this, and then we get a top way. Maybe get sell stops underneath. That's probably it. 12 minutes. I'll be back in a second, guys. Just gonna do some. Well, yes, he graced. Yes, he graced. Yeah. I mean, the 15. 15 didn't actually break above. See, we're probably going to get a top wick on the 4, but I don't like it, guys. How far is this top wick going to be? It broke the lows. What would I need to see? Was respected, and then the new 4 comes down, breaks the lows. Well, that's a 3 actually, but that's what the 4 does. The 4 comes down, taps that our level, and then flips to the upside. So if this 4, if the new 4 can come down without a top wick, if this closes respecting, then comes down without a top wick and taps 2338, I'll take it back up. But this 4 has to close respecting, and then the new 4's got to come down without a bottom wick. Without a top wick, sorry. But you might not, you might just come straight back up, you know. But I can't take that. Tricky, guys, tricky. What is this down here? You're gonna have to break these highs. Okay, we're gonna wait for the 4. 4 minutes left. See if the new 4 can pop down first. Look, there was only one reason you're coming back in to break these highs. This might still play out, but I can't take this now because you've now got liquidity to drive straight through it. I mean, I would be interested in this, but I would then need the 4. I would have closed bearish down here. That's the thing. So you would have to wait for the 4 anyway. How is this 4 going to close? Yeah, because look, you can just come and break all these highs here on that 1-4, and it's just not. We haven't got much data to go off. What is this doing? Back up, back down, back up, back down. 50 seconds for forward close, guys. I don't know if I can, the way this is closing, I don't know if I can take anything at the minute. It's just messy for me. Look at that hour. Look at that hour flipped. Ooh. 30 seconds for the hour to close. Yeah, guys, this is not happening for me, unfortunately. This 4, the way this 4 is closed now, anything can happen with this 4. You're going to have to wait for another forward close because you've got this where you close bullish, right? There. Now we haven't quite filled the range. Then you've got this, but this is only coming from the upside, where we come from the downside. Sorry, from the upside. This is coming from the downside, so that's irrelevant. And then the only times you've got where the 4's closed around is here and here, and they all came back up, right? So you're going to come back up, it looks like. But because you've tapped these levels, if anything, I would want a 4-hour. I would want this forward to push down without a top wick to tap 2338. That's it. If I get a top wick on this, I'm done. That's me. I'll wait till tomorrow. If we come and tap this area 2346, I'm done. So you're probably going to get a wick fill again. It's sucking you in here. 2, 3. No top wick on the 2. Yeah, this is. I don't think this is for me. This. It's too much going on. Too much freakiness. Yeah, guys, this is not for me. This I'm not going to be leaving it today. I'll be waiting till tomorrow. Unfortunately, long weekend, no trade. We need that daily to close. It's just when you're questioning things, just walk away. Just walk away. I'll just call it a session tomorrow. Might be clear. Yeah, it will be clear tomorrow. If we get that bearish, we just need a doji or bearish daily, and we should be sound. Any questions before I go, guys? If you don't mind, drop me a like, subscribe to the channel please, but a like would be much appreciated, really helps the stream. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe, jump into our Discord if you want, again that helps the channel, be much appreciated. And I love yous and leave yous. I'll see yous back on tomorrow at 8 AM London session. Alright, good luck if you pay punting, all the best guys, see you later.